Hey, you have customers that come in for service, and as you're doing that work or doing other inspections, you find work that needs to be done. You present that to the customer and they decline to go ahead and do it. So in most cases, auto repair shop owners refer to that as skipped jobs. On this video, I'm going to show you a couple of things about the problems that those skipped jobs create in your shop. I'm going to show you step by step how you can fix that. And above that, I'm going to introduce you to a repair shop owner and let him tell you what happens when customers come back for skipped jobs. But I would really appreciate if down below in the comments, you go ahead and tell me what happens in your shop with these skipped jobs. How do you follow them up? And what do you do to get that customer to come back to your shop? And while you're leaving your comment, would you go below this video and go ahead and tickle that like button? That way YouTube knows that they should push this out to more auto repair shop owners just like you. And if you get value out of this video, I would really appreciate if you go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I have a brand new training coming up, and as a subscriber, you're going to be the first to know. That training is all about how to get more new customers and keep your shop flooded with car count month after month, and do it even if the economy takes a nosedive and starts to suck. So let's jump into everything here. The first thing you got to know about skip jobs is, first of all, your marketing already did the heavy lifting for you. Whatever you did to get that customer to come into your shop, it worked. The customer was there. But number two is that you've already done the diagnostics for everything that's needed. You've probably called the parts store and got quotes on everything that's needed. You figured out the time, and you've already provided a quote to the customer. Number three, when that customer leaves without getting that service work done, it's really like letting money walk out the door. So now I'm going to share my phone with you and show you the exact strategy this shop owner used to get that customer to come back. And then you're going to want to listen to what he says when the customer comes back for service. But let me show you all this stuff first. Okay, so the customer got a text message on his phone, and that text message led the customer to this page here, where it starts out saying, hey, it's Sean at Maxwell Auto. Your name came up the other day. And that's important because now I've got your attention. So if I saw you and said, hey, your name come up the other day, you'd want to know why. So I do have your attention. So let's jump back into all this. The message goes on to say, you were in a little while ago, and when we checked out your vehicle, we found that it needed a repair or service, but you didn't get it done. Well, now I'm worried because when it comes to your car, it's really about the safety of you and your family, right? So now we're sort of taking it away from we want to do the work to this is a safety issue about you and your family, right? So the message goes on to say, after thinking about it, I figured I would make you a crazy, irresistible offer. We're ready to do that job, and I thought I would sweeten the pot and buy you lunch. I'll give you a $25 Tim Hortons gift card when you come in for this service. Tim Hortons is a worldwide franchise of coffee, donuts, snacks, and light lunches, and very popular in Sean's market. So this goes on to say, yes, you read that right. Book that service now, and I'll buy you lunch. I'll give you a $25 Tim's card. All you need to do is scroll down below and confirm your appointment. So they just tick this one button here, and they go ahead and fill out this form. They go ahead and tell us why you're coming, name, phone number, all that good stuff. They're going to pick a date that they want to go ahead and do that, and they're going to pick a time, probably something like 8 a.m., and they're going to drop their car off and complete all this, and then go ahead and book their appointment. So how did all this start? This started with a sequence of messages. And listen, I know in the comments below you're going to tell me that you have some system that sends a customer a reminder that, hey, we got to get this done. But this sequence is modeled basically after what's known as a Dunning series of letters. So understand this. Dunning letters are still used today to collect money. The collection industry uses them all the time. And a Dunning series of letters basically starts with an introduction to, hey, you owe this money, and every letter gets a little more aggressive or a little more firm on how to do it. So the sequence of messages that were sent to this customer basically started out day one with, hey, Jack, It's Sean at Maxwell Auto. The other day, your name come up. Again, we've got their attention. Let me explain. Tap here, but hurry. A couple of days later, that customer gets another message that basically says, the other day, I sent you a message about that repair you missed last time you were in. I even made you a crazy offer to get it fixed now. Give me a minute to explain it. Just tap here. And there is a customized link. And a few days after that, another message goes out and starts with, do I have to send the search dogs? I sent you a couple of messages about that repair you missed last time you were in. I even made you a crazy offer to get it fixed now. Give me a minute to explain it all. Just tap here, and that link goes to the message I just showed you. And day 12, hey, first name, it's Sean at Maxwell Auto. I'm just about ready to send out the search dogs. I've sent you a couple of messages about the repair you missed last time you were in. I even made you a crazy offer to get it fixed now before it gets worse. But I can't keep doing this. So this is your last chance. Give me a minute to explain. Tap here, and again, that link goes to what I just showed you. So that's what I mean by using a Dunning type sequence of messages, that every message gets a little more aggressive. Like, hey, you didn't listen last time, and should I send the search dogs? And then here's the last chance. Now, this could go on and on as long as we want, but understand this. When the customer visits that page and books that appointment, that confirmation of that appointment eliminates all the other messages in that sequence. So the shop owner's not going to have to worry about those other messages continuing to go out to him once he's booked that job. So now it's time to listen to the shop owner who booked this job. I'm going to throw him up here, but what's important is you're going to want to listen to what he says the customer told him. This is important. So let's jump into it.
Chris, with the, did we do the job yet? Oh, he's booked in for next week. How much are we doing on it? Transmission service and coolant flush. So we haven't done the job yet. With the GoMo text messaging follow-up for our skip jobs, we put it in place, and we already have a client coming in. He's booked for next week. And his biggest comment was...
But wait, there's more. Sean's just about to tell you the first thing the customer said, and I guarantee you, you're going to be a little surprised.
Do I still get my gift card? And of course, we said yes. And when he picks it up next week, we'll make sure that he has a nice little gift card in his hand.
Isn't that cool? This is an important strategy for you to understand. The reason this works is it's not because you call them up and say, hey, you know what, Jack, I'll give you an extra 10% off that job, or I'll throw in another free service like a tire rotation. It's not about that. The fact is, when you take your gifts and bonuses outside of your service shop, meaning something external like a lunch, or I often use Subway gift cards because they're everywhere, but use the gift cards that work best in your market and do that, and you'll see how much further you go with recovering some of those skipped jobs. So I urge you again, below this video, go ahead and let me know what happens in your repair shop when customers skip. Do you follow up, and how do you follow up? Be interesting to know, and I guarantee you, I personally read every message. And like I said before, go ahead and tickle that like button. That way YouTube will push this out to more shop owners like you. Go ahead and subscribe if this is helpful. I've got more information coming up. And don't forget, I have a brand new training course, how to get more new customers and keep your shop flooded with car count month after month, even if the economy takes a nosedive and starts to suck. So you're going to want to go ahead and do that. Hey, I'm Matthew, the Car Count Fixer. Thank you so much for taking a minute out of your day. Can't wait to see you on the next video. Take care. Talk soon.